Okay, do I have audio now? Oh, good. This is just like Doug's show. All right, let us. Oh, wait till you hear this explanation. I'm going to mute my. I'm so confused right now. Let's go this route. Now, we don't have any Zoom or verified audio. What we have is me and OBS. And what I've been working on for at least the last 2 hours, Stream Deck. And yes, it's mirroring because I didn't take the time to go figure it out exactly how I wanted to do it yet. I'm working on it. So hello everybody, welcome into a Monday morning, June 2nd, 2025. Ken Style Live covering for, once again, covering for you know who and you know where. Well, we don't know the why, but um, he did say something the other night about possibility of maybe not having a stream today. So let's catch up with chat real quick. I don't have anybody on Zoom because I'm not using Zoom. I'm using OBS, and that's why you see in the background my messed up bed. AJ was first. Hello, AJ. VH Ringer in the house. Current location is Valley Regional Hospital in Kentville, Nova Scotia. Yes, I got your email. I did reply, and hopefully we're good. John Downey from Benton, Kentucky. I didn't realize that. Wintermute is in. Now I'm curious. I just maybe am going to regret doing this. What happens if I bring this over to here and make it full screen? Uh huh. That went extremely not the way I wanted it to go. I've been practicing. There's a point and a rhyme and a reason to all of this, believe it or not. Um, we'll get to that in just a second. Go back to chat. I'm just going to read it from here. John Downey, winter muted in the house. Oh, BH Ringer, good. Yep, good. It is really good to hear. He's doing good. Red Israel, did anyone get a Windows update on Friday? I got something on Friday, and I think that's what screwed up my RoboForm. Long Dog's in the house. That T-shirt, from what I can see, reminds me of the classic Atari logo. I have no idea. This was a $3 T-shirt at Walmart, and I bought it for the shirt. And it just so happens that it says "so over it," which is appropriate for a lot of things going on right now. I have no idea. I am in Indiana. I currently live on the south side of Indianapolis. Um, I, I grew up just outside of Indianapolis, about 35 to 40 miles west of Indianapolis, well, west, southwest of Indianapolis, in a little town called Eminence, Indiana. Bigger towns were Martinsville, Mooresville, Cloverdale, Monrovia, Little Point. Actually, Little Point was smaller. But yes, I am currently in Indianapolis, Indiana, and I probably will croak here in Indianapolis, Indiana, unless I get a very good offer somewhere within 6 to 8 hours, so I can stay close to my grandchildren. Tony Wallow with $1.99 super chat. Thank you, Tony. And BH Ringers saying hi. So, what have I been doing? Well, let's get to today's show. And I'm really wondering, I don't know, is this going to do what I think it's going to do? If I make that full screen, is there going to be... Oh, good. That did actually work. I figured it would mirror, but this is good because now I'm moving myself. I think I go this way. I don't know. So today's stream is once again covering for Doug, which is true. I got a text message from Doug this morning around 10 something, 10:24 I believe it was. He said no show today. and he said I could announce something. So here we go. Without further ado, there's no buttons to push. Here's the big announcement. Baby Beast is up and running. I will let Doug explain all that to you tomorrow. And he did give me permission to announce that it's up and running. And the full story is going to be tomorrow. So we're good there. Second big announcement. I start my orientation this Wednesday at 5 p.m. in the evening. Now, I know some of you are thinking what I'm thinking, that, wait a minute, you're going to be working 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. Why would your orientation be at 5 p.m.? I'm not questioning it. They said be at orientation at this time. I'm going to be at orientation at this time. And if I come over here and I go to my Gmail, there's the two things. I've got some work to do. I'm not going to open it because there are some personal identifiable information in them. But there's says welcome to Lowe's, and then is there information about that. So really happy about that. Now if I close this, does that just close the mail? Nope, that did what I didn't want it to do. Where'd my doggone desktop go? Maybe if I minimize that. Maybe if I minimize that. I give up. Jeff Ryman says, great news. Yeah, I'm pretty happy about it. I do see a conflict coming up with the only vehicle that currently is in the household because of my niece and her job. There's no way she can go to work at 4, I go to work at 6, and we both use the same car. So we're going to have to iron that out. And I'm sure we will one way or the other. Either I'll get up at 03 to take her to work, and then I'll have a 12-hour day, and then she can sit and wait until I get off work or whatever. We'll logistically we'll get all that worked out when we need to. So now what you're looking at is Stream Deck and my big monitor on one of 3. I have this is a 40-inch monitor, and then I have two 22-inch monitors on this machine. And then on the DaVinci machine, which I can show you the DaVinci machine, I think. And in typical Doug fashion, if I go here, I believe this might be the DaVinci machine right here. Yes, that's the DaVinci machine. That's strictly for DaVinci Resolve. And believe it or not, if I come over here, I've actually got 2 monitors on this machine. A 24-inch monitor that I mistakenly bought because I thought it was a 27-inch monitor, which is kind of what I wanted, but it worked. It's functional. And I actually finally got it where I want it, and I didn't have to make any alterations to the house. I kind of used my Ran Israel, nice job. Nissan, I hope she's 20. She just turned 20. She's very young. No grumpy. Yeah, no, there's no grumpy yet. And I noticed, I don't know if it's coming through over on the stream or not, but I noticed when I brought this over, the Sundays actually got watermarks on it. I got this from Clean P&G, and then I altered it. Now, I can show you what I did. If I bring DaVinci back over to here, then it's hard to see what's going on. But this is the original. That's what it originally looked like. And I wanted it not for the SU for Sunday, but I wanted it for this thing right here. And then when I got all said and done with it, that's what it looked like. And I added in the Sunday from right here. And again, you can see if we zoom this up real big, you may or may not be able to see the watermarks. Apparently you can't. I see the watermarks, but I don't see them in here. But this isn't about DaVinci Resolve, so let's move this back over there. And does it default? It does not. It should. If I go down here to Video Clean Feed and hit Generic PC, there we go. So thumbnail for Sunday. thumbnail for Friday. Obviously, this is my thumbnail project, if you will, but that's not what this is about. Let's go back to here, and oh, I don't have no camera. Yes, there are. Ren Israel asked a good question. The darker dots, yes, there are darker dots on Sunday. Now I can see it on my monitoring screen on the 22-inch. I can see them. So I'm actually going to go ahead and zoom that back up. I'm just playing with this here. Yep. Oh yeah, you can see the darker dots. It's funny how I don't see them on OBS, but I see them on the stream. But that's, again, that's not what this is about. So let's get out of this and go back over to, this is where I'm going to get confused because I can't remember. I think it's this one. Yes, there's the camera. There I am. The darker dots, yes. So what I spent the better part of a good hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. As a matter of fact, I almost was late starting this stream because I was trying to figure some things out in not only OBS, but right here in Stream Deck. Gosh, Doug, you've worn off on me. I'm calling it Streamer Deck too. It's actually Stream Deck. Now the cool thing about this is I can get my mouse out of the way. I can actually, if I sit up, the camera's going to be all messed up. I'm going to not be in proportion, so tell you what, I'm going to do something about there. But if I hit the button on Stream Deck, if you watch right here, you can see it get highlighted. So I'm going to bring this down, and we're going to hit, actually, since it's covering for Doug Betts, let's hit the Doug Betts icon. And we hit that, and we get Doug Betts. Automatically switches over there. Hello, Sean. Can't say his last name. I'm not good with those names. Good to see you. Appreciate you being here. But this will run and 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 run until I change it, because I haven't taken the time yet to fix it. Unlike this button, main Zoom YouTube. But since Zoom is not running, you do not see it here. And that's because this is under, if we double click it, come on Doug, double click it. If we double click it, you get to see it's a multi-action, and it starts to show, and then it's got the actions it's going to do, which is what I need to do down here. Right now this is just a single action, and it goes to, I don't have it titled. Doug's going to get on me about that, but I know what it is because it tells me right there. It's the Doug Betts intro. So if I hit that button, you can see in the background, Doug Betts intro is going to start. Oh, by the way, I don't have channel comments, and I do not have emails to go through. I did get one in my Zoom, but it was from a DaVinci Resolve creator, and I felt pretty happy about that. So probably the rest of my day, what I plan on doing is working on the Stream Deck stuff. The top layer right here that you're not seeing. Okay, let's try that again. The top layer right here that you are now seeing, and I'm going to hide the mirroring, is the Stream Deck. The top row is my nightly stream. I start it. If I run into technical difficulties, I go to it. This is the dancing girls at the end. And if I happen to be in any other scene, I go to the Zoom, main Zoom right here. And that kicks it off. If let's just say I go over here to, oh, I don't know, let's pick pick something here, and if I accidentally have to be there, then I can automatically hit this button and it'll kick me over to Zoom straight away with no issues. But again, no Zoom, no Zoom. So I created this one this morning, and it's not what you think. If I were to come up here and move this, then it moves. It's not a static picture, it's actually a video. And I have it pointed in here. I have it pointed there, I believe. I don't know how I did it. I just know it works. I do a lot of stuff like that. So once again, if we go back to here, we're going to have mirroring. Chris Garrett says hello. Charlie Purdy says hello. You know, Charlie, let's quote, this is a Doug Betts deal. Let's quote Doug Betts. I know Charlie good enough to know, yada, yada, yada. You are now a moderator. And unlike certain people with moderators, I'm not going to mention any names, if you see something that's inappropriate or you think it's inappropriate, you by all means have my permission to deal with said inappropriate person comment as you see fit, and I will never question it. I've got, and I've said this since practically day one, I've got the best moderators on YouTube in the world. I think I've only reversed one, and that was about 2 years ago when I made someone a moderator, and immediately their head exploded, and I went in and reversed it, and said person lost the moderator status. They're still with us. They still show up every now and then, and that's good. I did send them an email and explain my reasoning behind it. I just felt that was the responsible adult thing to do. Now I'm quoting Long Dog. Oh my gosh. When the movie of my life comes out in about 35 years, then yeah. Now this is interesting. Is this the one I want right here? No, that's to there. There we go. You will see in the background, it says restarting. Well, you don't see it, so let's kill Doug. Let's shut Doug off. We're not going to kill Doug. And I'll get with that in a minute. There's the two streams that I'm watching. One of them is Sam's, OneFish26, and he's going to restart his I'm being bombarded with text messages, which is good. My little sister, my little brother, my niece, and a homie, a Zoom homie. Homie sounds bad. But anyway, that's what you're seeing. So I wanted something to promote the fact that I'm covering for Doug. So this is what I came up with. And it's the same picture, just copied and pasted two times, the original and 2 copies. I don't know if anyone's noticed it or not, but when I did this, for some reason, there's a big white dot right there. You guys probably aren't seeing that either, are you? You should be seeing that, though. You're not seeing the mouse. But if you look on Doug's right eye, on the top of his glasses, there is a, hello, David, Sir David. Now, I happen to know David, and there's no Doug spiel on this, but we are going to make David a moderator. And the other part about making people moderators, and I fully, okay, somebody said we see it. Thank you, Rand. The other part about making people moderators is you can promote your channel. Again, I'm all about people promoting their channels, providing the content is, of course, good. Good's not the right word. You can promote your channel, and it's up to anybody if they want to go check it out or not. There are a few channels that I do push a little bit for people to support, but it's all personal choice. Oh, look, now the mouse shows up. Long Dog, a digital anomaly, something that happens in software. No, it's me. It's me. I don't I'm still a rookie at this. I've been doing this since 2021, and I'm just now. I mean, and Richard Rogers, Roger Rich, what? Little Rich from. I give up. I swear I give up. I guess. Admittedly, I'm not a geek. I'm not a tech. I push the buttons. I either figure things out on my own, or I reach out to certain people and they help me out. Doug has helped me out. One Fish 26 has helped me out. I can't name all the Da Vinci creators that have kind of helped me out. Good. David did promote. I don't see it. Let me look at chat real quick and see if I see that. Let me scroll back a little bit. Now I can scroll back over here at OBS. Originally, I'm trying an experiment with this. You can pop this out. Originally, I had this up here. Well, since I want to demonstrate it, there we go. I had it right there. Now I would really like it to be a little bit bigger, and I'd like it to be over there a little bit more, but okay, that might work right there. So I haven't made up my mind which way I like it, honestly. I'm doing that for, I want this to now be 5, because every time you leave Zoom and come back, it defaults to something else. So I'm hoping by bringing the chat window down here, it will kind of lock it in at 5 and always come back to that. Because every time I come into OBS, I have to go in there and resize it. This is more functional. There we go. Now I see it. Thank you, David. Yes, by all means, please go check out ATW. I just had a little bit of buffering. What does OBS show? OBS shows 0 drop frames. I'm looking at that right down here. And I don't know if you guys can see that or not. So yeah, that I was working on this, and this is just such a pain to do. I want it right there, but as you can see, by doing that, it defaulted back to 4, and I'm going to move it back to 5. I have this set up in somewhat of an order that I want. My nightly stream starts out with this most of the time, then it goes to this. Actually, I have that backwards. I usually from now. Lately, I've been using this one. Then I have this one occasionally I'll use. Technical issues we've all seen. And then it goes to the main Zoom. Screen recording is just this monitor right here. The end of stream is not what you think it is.
Believe it or not,
it was at one point in time. The actual ending of the stream.
Believe it or not, I think I made progress. Believe it or not, I think I made progress.
If I could remember, that'd be a good thing without
I
pushing
think I made
the button
progress.
on Stream Deck.
Believe it or not, I think I made progress.
Not that one. Oh, you know what? I know where it's at. No, I don't know where it's at. I do not know where it's at. But I think we can find it. Put a 1 in chat if you think I can find this. Another Dougism. Hey, we're covering for the man. We might as well do it. That's fine, John. That is fine. Anybody you want to promote, that is fine. Again, moderators, if you see something that's inappropriate, by all means get rid of it. Remove the person if need be. I'll never question it. So I see a lot of 1s. I really appreciate your guys' confidence in me. So let's go figure out where that is at. So I'm going to bring up Stream Deck. Should be in the middle of the screen. Whoa! Something actually worked out. So end of show is how I end the show. 1 and a 1 and a and it is under a multi-action as well. Thank you, Doug. And what it does is it goes through all of these steps and it gets down to So the first thing it does is it goes to the audio mixer and it mutes the, if I click on that, it shows you what it does. It mutes the microphone, which would be me. And the second thing it does is it mutes the earbuds, which is probably not needed, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. And then it goes and mutes the desktop audio, and therefore we on Zoom can continue to have conversations. Austin Grace, hello. Good to see you. And apparently he was given a channel membership. Cool. And double cool. He really enjoys watching these streams. Well, I appreciate that, and hopefully they get better. Then it's going to go to here, and it's going to block out everything. And eventually it's going to get down to, well, that ain't it. That's the pig. That's a zoomy joke. So it goes to here. So this tells me this is the girls. And let's do some another Doug moment here, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go with Dancing Girls. Now it's titled, and it's going to show it. I don't know about the collection. I haven't figured it out. But it's in my main Zoom, and it's called Dancing Girls. So, in order to see that, I'd have to go back over to the main Zoom and go through here and find Dancing Girls. And they are right there. Now, I know that because it says Dancing. And if I expand this column out, you'll see it says Dancing Girls. Pretty simple, pretty cool. Pretty, if you have a logical mind, you can get a lot of things done. I'm starting to do more and more and more in OBS as opposed to doing it in DaVinci Resolve and then bringing it in here. I think at one time, what have I got? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Oh, I'm up to 47. I thought I had reduced that, but apparently I've actually increased it by 3. And I need to get more organized. And there are some of these I absolutely have to get rid of. I will tell you right now. AJ says, well done on the new job. Thank you, Alice. I appreciate that. Darren Gohome's in chat. Hello, Darren. I just make sure I'm caught up here. It looks like I am. So the rest of my day is going to be twofold. One, I'm going to continue working on Stream Deck. And two, as most of us know, I lost my RoboForm master password, and through a very poorly explained method of doing something on there, you can restore it if you know your master password. I have it written down somewhere. That somewhere could be in a landfill in Arkansas by now, as far as I know. But I know I wrote it down. I've looked everywhere I can find and think to look. I cannot find it. I do have the new one made. And I do have about 12 of my things restored. It's a little bit of a pain in the neck. David asks, is this editing software? Well, yes and no. And OneFish26, if he's here, which I don't know if Sam's here or not, would be a better, and maybe Doug as well, would be a better person to answer that. This is not necessarily editing software. What this is, well, let's go find, because I don't want to do it on this one. I'm getting that one finally where I want it. I don't think I have any of these that don't have anything on them. Yeah. We'll go back to 6. So what this is, David, is this is Stream Deck, and it just makes us lazy. If I hit this button right here, I have no idea what it's going to do. Well, let's go see what it's supposed to do. And it's supposed to, oh, this is a hotkey. Well, I don't want that. Let's get rid of it. Let's go see what this one does. This too is a hotkey. I don't want that. Let's get rid of it. So, what you do is you come over here to this side, and let's just say we want to make a real quick multi-action. We're going to drag this over to here. Maybe, maybe not. Let's go with maybe not. Okay, why is this not working? Anyway, you're supposed to be able What if I drag zoom? Okay, really? Select a key. Select a key to configure its action. Okay, drop an action from the right. See, I'm telling you, I'm Doug. I'm the 6'4" version of Doug, with hair, by the way, and no glasses. Now, I should be able to drag an option from the right. Why is this not working? It's frustrating. Okay, yes, I'm on Stream Deck. I thought maybe I was trying to do it from OBS, which OBS is editing software. Is this functioning at all? Yeah, it looks like it is. So we open up the OBS Studio, that's what this is over here. And let's go see, we want to drag, there we go. Now, I can do that. Let's just grab a scene. And we're going to grab this scene and put in here tutorial. And then we're going to go grab a scene. And let's just grab, I don't know, birdie putt. I have no idea what that is. Now, I'm going to move Stream Deck out of the way. Sort of, kind of. And you can adjust this like, well, it was working earlier today. Of course it was. Now, if I go over here and hit that button, let's go see what that does. It changes it to that. And basically, this piece of software is telling this piece of software to play whatever button was pushed, which in this case was birdie putt, which is a short that I loaded to YouTube about me making a birdie putt. And probably not going to be able to see it. Well, I guess
good
you
job.
can see that. I don't know. But that's what this
That's
is.
That's a good one.
And
that's a birdie.
This one's getting there. Like everything else I do, I tend to go overboard.
Birdie.
So if I go hit this one, I honestly don't know what this is. We'll hit that one and see what that does. Doesn't do anything. So if we hit email, that's not doing anything either. If we hit email scroll, that's not doing anything either. So I could go, oh look, we're in the Doug overtime. Doug's gonna kill me. So that's supposed to go, email scroll is supposed to go to the main Zoom email. So if we go back to main Zoom.
Did I jump the gun?
That's a previous one that's running.
I'm streaming already.
Deck. And I know that because I happen to know what it is. Now apparently, email, which is down here somewhere, right there, is not on. So if we come back to here, we go into email scroll, and it's supposed to be email. Why is that not coming on? Okay. What do we hit that one? What happens? This is why I have to get this cleaned up, is because way back in the day, that one's good, hit the wrong one. Way back in the day, all this stuff used to work. But as I get more and more into it, I find things that don't work, obviously. So I'm actually just going to hit a button on the Stream Deck just to see what happens here, and nothing happens here. So that means that's probably not connecting well, exactly, it means it's not connecting. So this is supposed to say stupid is as stupid does. And maybe if I click on this, now you would think you could double click this and it would engage it. It don't. I'm going to go hit the button up here, and it's not playing. So chances are it's from Forrest Gump. You know what I was looking for is not the output, but where is it at? Well, I guess it's at the file as stupid does MP3. So if we click on these three dots, once again a Dougism, then it's supposed to be in App Data Roaming, Elgato, Stream Deck, Audio. I don't see Stupid is as stupid does anywhere in there. I wonder if you can change the location of that. You would think. I'm supposed to play it and then stop. It's not supposed to fade. The volume's at 50%. It should be coming out on the monitor. I should be able to hear that. Oh, look, I have an update. Someone asked earlier in chat about updates on Friday. Apparently, who was that? I saw that earlier today. I think it was John Downey. Yeah, John Downey right here. Did anyone have a window update on Friday? I don't know about Friday, but I apparently have one now because it's right down here in my systems tray. But I don't have one on Windows 11. So this is going to be now the bigger part of the rest of my afternoon. Can you simply browse to another folder? Good question, Rand. Very good question. I would think that's what this 3-dot menu is for. And then the question would be, where did I move it to? Because my logical thinking here is, it used to be in here, and it's gone. These should open up. Yeah. And I'm not good at figuring things out on the fly like Doug is. It takes me literally hours to figure things out. I don't want to change it because I think at one time, so is this going to play? Oh, shut up. So if I hit Twilight Zone, which is this one. Okay, so that's not working. That's right now, and this is a thing. I hear it. Even though it didn't change here, on the Stream Deck itself, this has actually got the little sound bite going through.
Okay, got it. Well, now I'll stop recording.
Now, why is my audio going to? Interesting. I'm going to off click on this. I'm going to press Twilight Zone and see if that comes through. No. I got a big yellow. Okay, you guys can't see this, but on the Stream Deck, doggone Doug, on the Stream Deck, I get a yellow triangle telling me, danger, danger, danger. So if I hit this one, I get a yellow one. If I hit that one, I get a yellow one. This is like the Geico commercial. I get a yellow one, I get a yellow one. But when I hit this one, that's one of the Zoom homies. That's an actual person. I did not go get that off the internet.
Well, now I'll stop recording.
Are you hearing the crickets coming across the live stream? Put a 1 in chat for yes and a 0 for no. I'm all kind of Doug today. Winter mute, yes, the file is not found. That's pretty much what I'm thinking. If I come back over here and go down to the 3-dot menu again, it brings up where it's supposed to be, and it's clearly not in there. There's the cricket, but you know what is not there that plays is the laughing. So let's go look at the laughing. Now my curiosity is, so if I click on that, and then click on the 3 dots. Is that going to take? Nope. That shows it being in there. And that says it's 2207. Man, that thing's old. I don't know. I will work on it and get it figured out. Now, let's get out of that by going back to the main menu. And let's see if this button works. Supposed to do that. There we go. That worked. But the crickets are still working. I anticipate a Doug Stout Ken Betts session coming up when he says, I can help you with that. I don't know why the crickets. There we go. Oh my gosh. Now, Streamer Deck, doggone, I'm going to rename it Streamer Deck. Stream Deck is actually on that monitor. You guys are not seeing it because OBS is pointed to the girls, the pig, and Snoopy. By the way, I am open for suggestions on changing Snoopy. And it's going to go to Zoom, which we all know Zoom doesn't work. And I got an idea of how I can make that function right there actually operational. So let's do something crazy to end the show. That works. That works. Maybe, yeah. All right. If you want to see something crazy, muted. You're not hearing me at all. What about now? Are you hearing me now? Where's OBS at? OBS shows that you should be able to hear me. You organized and broke everything. Yeah, I basically, well, yeah, more or less. I mean, we all know that. If I were to go back to this one, I think it's this one. Nope, that's not it. If I go back to this one, we all know that in here, you can't see this. You're only seeing what would look like the finished product because this is just forcing us over to another monitor. So if I were to go to, in order to show you what I would like to show you, I have to bring DaVinci itself back over here. And what you're seeing is I go to Workspace and I go down to Video Clean Feed, and then I put it over here on generic PMP monitor number 2, and then I can see what you used to see, which is the big blown out version of this. What I wanted to show you, and I seriously don't think I know right now where something's missing, but if I were to go to a project that I know is missing data, yeah, see, that's not missing. This is something I'm working on. This is an effect. If I close the media pool and go to effects, and then go down to effects and open up effects, and then go to my effects, this is called editor window. And how that works is if you take a picture, and then if you grab any other picture, I really didn't intend for this to go this long, and we put that picture on top of that picture, and we close the media pool, go into effects, grab the editor window, or you can have this, or you can have that, or you can have that, you can have the portal that doesn't work, and neither does the second one. We put this on here, then I have to go into here, and I have to change the size because it's just not working right. I can move it when it moves both the picture and the effect, or I can move just the picture, which in this case I don't really want to do. Now I can zoom, I can go back to settings. No. I get yet another text. Tell it's Monday. Oh, here we go. Subject size. I can change this. I knew it was in there. And then I can move that like that. It's just a cool little effect that I read across. I kind of like it. So, and I've got that version, this version, and this version. So let's go ahead and try something here and get this wrapped up. After all, we are 45 minutes into it. So I'm going to hit that. I'm going to hit this. I don't know. Why is it not working? I don't know. That is working. Now let's try this once again. It shows it's working. Huh. I'm confused. Anyway, 46 minutes. That's got to be some kind of a new... Okay, will this work?
Did I jump the gun? Am I streaming already?
That's all, folks.
I'm not sure what's going on with Stream Deck. For some reason, it's really lagging and not working the way that it's supposed to. I'll figure that out, maybe. Ran Israel, anyone notice that Kerry Holzman's channel appears as computer reviews and repairs in the subscription list? Have not. Yeah, I know I'm still live. I'm actually getting ready to end, Darren. Thank you for pointing that out. Because I'm going to hope that this works this time.
Did I jump the gun?
Silk and satin.
Am I streaming already?
Ooh, yeah. Glitter falling, golden light. Shine, shine. Every step a whispered tease. Moving slow like honeybees. Shimmy, shimmy, watch me glow. Oh, oh.
That's all, folks.
Now, I should have audio, and I want to thank everyone for being here. There is no camera. I could not get that function to work earlier today. I tried, and these two are just on because I went to the one thing on OBS and I turned them on, and I don't know where to turn them off in here. You guys can't see what I'm doing. I'm scrolling through my sources. I've got a lot of work to do, but I do want to thank everyone. I'm going to jump back over here because there's a camera. Ta-da! Something worked. I do want to thank everyone for being here. I do apologize for going 49 minutes. I show 10 people are currently watching. I'll look at the numbers after the stream is over and see how it went. I think, or I hope I've done a fairly good job of filling in for Doug today, and look forward to seeing him tomorrow. And again, Baby Beast is functioning. He'll explain tomorrow. I have orientation on Wednesday at 5, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to move the stream back from 10 o'clock to 9 o'clock once I start working at 6 a.m. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Be sure to join Kerry if you're a member. Be sure to watch Doug tomorrow. And as always, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Indiana time, on the East Coast, whatever, there will be a live stream tonight. Thank you so much. Hope to see you there. Bye for now. Push the button, Doug. Still don't know what new job. That's all, folks. Ren Israel. I will be working at Lowe's starting this Wednesday. As some of you may or may not know, and this is overtime, as some of you may or may not know, Mrs. K walked out on me March 22nd, and I've not heard from her since. And the way we were doing our bills, I'm now responsible for all of the bills, which is fine. I will be 66 on Saturday, and I have to unretire, and the job at Lowe's will afford me to stay in my house and live a decent life. My niece has moved in with me. We're going to split the bills. That'll help out. So, is Lowe's my number one place I'd like to go work? Probably not. Would I like to stay at home, work from home? Probably so. I need to have income so that my savings account doesn't keep depleting and not getting replenished. By going to work, I'll be able to not only pay the bills, I'll be able to replenish what little bit I've had to withdraw out of my savings account, and I'll get it built back up, and I'll be able to continue to grow my savings account. So it's confusing, it's mind-boggling, it is what it is. She's completely ghosted me. This is her choice. It's not her personality, but then again, it's happening. So that's why I have a job. I would like to stay retired. I do enjoy playing golf every other day. I do enjoy some of the freedoms it does bring, but I can't not go back to work and expect to be in this house for very long. I can cover it for a while, but what I have incoming and what I have outgoing with no job, eventually it'll go from an even keel down to incoming will be here and outgoing will be here. So with that, let's wrap it up. That kind of a brief synopsis. And now, hell, I might as well go 8 more minutes and do a full hour. I haven't done an hour stream in so long. Do I really want to do? No, look, I'm down to 9 watchers. Goodbye.